I'm live. Ooh, can I sit right here? Sorry. Hello, people. I'm live. Let's go see. Well, let me see. No, this way. This way. This way. There. We go. Cool. Ha 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 ha. You know what movie I just watched? I just watched. I just finished watching because I'm gonna do a review on it. So stay tuned. But I just watched The Lion. Nope. Jungle Book. And look, I don't think The Jungle Book is the greatest movie, but it's a good movie. It's one of the better movies of Disney. It's Disney. It's Walt Disney. Walt Disney. It's the last movie Walt Disney ever made. So, or ever worked on. So, and the first one that they worked on after first one after he was gone was after he was gone was oh fudge. Robin Hood, so Robin Hood and Little John are walking through the forest, laughing back and forth, and what the other has to say. And I'm a music guy, ooh naughty, ooh lolly, golly, what a day. So yeah, my opinion, it's a good movie. I watched it again and kind of went, cool. Like, cool. I don't really care for it too much. Like, it's fine. It is what it is. It's nothing crazy. Nothing to write home about. It says offline. I don't understand that. What the flippity doodah? I watched it again and kind of went. Alright, cool. It is what it is. Not that I care. I'm just saying it is what it is. So yeah, in my opinion, look for a review of it because that'd be cool. Look for a review of it. So, not to say that it's good or bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. Look, it's a movie. I used to love the movie as a kid. I think I loved the song "The Bare Necessities," and I loved I want to be like you, Ooby Doo, whatever that song's called. I want to be like you. That one, yeah. Also, I saw a making of it because I watched it on Internet Archives. Because I don't have Disney Plus, and my brother doesn't. Because I used to use my brother's account for Disney Plus, and he stopped paying for it because he was like, "I'm not paying." It was something stupid like $150 or $180 a year, and I'm like, "That's ridiculous." He's like, "Yeah," because it was like $7.99 a month or something. No, it's like Netflix started off with, and now it's like $12 or $15 a month. I'm like, "Okay, that's insane." But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so personally, I'm like, I don't blame you. So I found it on Internet Archives. And so I found that in archives, and I was like, okay, cool. I don't really care. And then it was a VHS that had a behind the scenes on it. So I'm like, okay, cool. It's cool. So yeah, I watched that movie, and it's okay, I guess. I don't love it anymore. It's fine. It's fine. It's a decent movie. Yeah, it's a decent movie. It is what it is. It's decent, I guess. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, cool. It is what it is. Like, yeah, cool, sure. Okay. I like it. Like, it's watchable. No Disney movie is, like, bad. Some of the Pixar movies aren't great. I don't love some of the Pixar movies, but, Disney? Cool. I don't care. Not to say that, it's great, but yeah, it's fine. It's watchable. It's good. It's very nice. See right now? I've got the movie right here. Free Birds. So yeah. I put it into my DVD, kind of rip it from the DVD. But yeah. So yeah. Personally, like that's a movie that I forget that even exists like this. Right? Oh, I just realized that yellow is probably fine. That orange is probably fine. It's probably the nightlight that's causing this problem. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, it it is what it is. Like, okay, cool. I don't really care. Where's it going? D video 3. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I mean it's a decent. I watched most of the movie. I don't know if I watched all of it. I didn't watch all of it. I watched only some of it. I never finished Free Birds. A Laugh, Riot, and High Frying Fun. See, this movie's got Owen Wilson in it. Woody Harrelson. Oh, it's Woody Harrelson and Amy Poehler. Okay, I know all three of those people. But I like Owen Wilson. He's a fine character. He's a fine actor. I don't love him. It's fine, I guess. In my opinion, I feel like he's underrated, underutilized, but he's fine. He's not somebody I care about too much, so. Who's watching what? Is that considered a watch? Or is that considered a watch? Am I watching this right now? Maybe it is. So anyway, let's get out of that then. Yeah. So, what's chat settings? Chat settings, what are they? Show, compact mode, reply command. Oh no, okay, I don't really care. I don't know what any of this is, but yeah. So for me, it's okay, whatever. And now all the songs are stuck in my head. Because they're decent songs. They're just whatever. And then they made a second one, and it was kind of terrible because it was a directed-to-DVD Disney movie. And I remember it. I only remember it because I have the soundtrack to the movie, and I'm just like, wow, that's not very good. It's just not a very good movie. Well, I actually don't know if I've ever seen that second movie. I know I've seen a few of the sequels. I think I saw the second Aladdin and maybe the Peter Pan and a few other ones, but I don't think I've seen all of them. And maybe one of the Cinderellas, maybe. Or the Pocahontas or something like that. I don't know. All I remember is there's 3 Cinderellas and two of lots of movies that shouldn't be sequels. And then there's Tinkerbell made a Tinkerbell spin-off and then made a whole series of movies, which apparently were actually really good. I have no idea, but they're apparently really good. And so for me, I'm just like, okay, cool. I don't really care. It is what it is. To me, is that in focus? I can't tell if that's in focus or not. I don't know if this is in focus. It seems to be in focus. But anyway, so yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't really care. I remember that's all I remember about those sequels. They're kind of terrible, and now I think back to them, I'm like, yeah, no, they're not very good. They're not bad, but they're not very good. So yeah. Anyway, in my opinion, what's the problem? The Disney sequels. There's only really been what? Now I'm talking non-directed to DVD, terrible, bad. There were 3, I believe, Disney animated, Disney classic animation studios sequels. There was The Rescuers Down Under. There was Ralph Breaks the Internet and Frozen 2. Now, there's probably other ones now. But, Pixar made a lot of sequels. Pixar made 2, 3 sequels to lots of their movies, right? But Disney was not very, keen on making sequels. I don't know why. I think it's because Walt Disney did not like the fact that he didn't like, sequels cluttering up. Because if you look at the movies that come out, it's I'm going to say 90, but it's a majority of them are either, reboots, remakes, sequels. It's very unoriginal and uninspired, and it kind of feels like, what are you doing? What's going on here? But I mean, yeah, so, I don't care per se. I'm just saying, look, I don't really care, but anyway, what were they going to do, right? What are you going to do, right? Stop it. Hello? 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 Okay. Anyway, it's on, right? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I just think, look, I don't really care. Yeah. So, for me, I'm just like, whatever. Hate it. Thank you. So, yeah, I don't really care. So, for me, it's just whatever. Not that it's a bad thing, but Disney's weird that way. Yeah, it is, but whatever. What are you going to do, right? Yeah, I guess. I don't really care for a lot of Disney stuff nowadays. Because Disney just went from, the great stuff to kind of I don't care, to cool. Disney made a cool movie, made another movie. And now Disney is also, you have to remember, Disney is also Marvel and Star Wars. And so when you see a new Marvel movie or a new Star Wars movie, you're like, oh, that's Disney. I forget that sometimes. So, which Disney kind of ruined Star Wars. Marvel's fine. I don't care. Marvel did a fine thing. Marvel's whatever. But Disney's Star Wars is kind of yuck. Blech, yuck. So yeah, I don't really care for a lot of Disney, so whatever. But yeah. I mean, look, I'm not gonna go and say that you. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. You know when you're talking and you don't know what you're saying anymore, and you're just kind of like whatever. That's me. So what were they gonna say? St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. It's supposed to rain, so I don't think I'm going to the parade tomorrow. If I do, I'll do a vlog. If I don't, then oh well. And then Monday. Well, actually, tomorrow's the parade. Monday's the actual St. Patrick's Day. I think it is anyway. And so yeah. And it is what it is. I don't really care. St. Patrick's Day is one of those things where I'm technically Irish, and I actually have a relative in Ireland, in a town in Ireland. Don't ask me where. I've looked it up multiple times. I've read the Wikipedia article like multiple times. I still don't remember where it is. I don't remember his first name, but his last name is Parnell, and apparently he's like this like famous politician in Ireland who like helped some sort of either revolution or he did some sort of like he helped the people in some way. All I remember. And so for me, I'm just like cool, like cool, so interesting, so whatever. I'm like whatever. I know exactly what shirt to wear tomorrow. I'm gonna wear the Leprechaun anatomy shirt, or I'm a very tall midget or something, or like something like that. I don't remember what it is. It's like the thing from my brother made up a thing based on because it was the quote from How to Train Your Dragon, and it was like something like orcs or dwarves or something. They're real, you know. They something. I don't remember what it was exactly, but he changed it to leprechauns. They're real, you know. They steal your socks, but only the left ones. What's up with that? I love that one. That is great. Yeah, I love that guy. He made it up. Yeah. He made some weird stuff up. The one I made up was, "Go home, you suck. No one loves you, you drunk hippie." They're like, "Oh my god." Or the one that I made up was because I used to do like a church. With my friend's church, my friend had his church did like they were called city groups, right? Home groups, city connections, neighborhood groups, whatever you want to call them, right? His was called city groups, and one guy wouldn't show up, hadn't gotten there yet, and he goes, text him, tell him, and so the thing where, no, well, there's two of them. I know where you sleep, or I know who you are. I will find you and I will kill you. From I think it's Taken. The one I said was, if you don't show up, I'm gonna excommunicate you from existence. Because excommunication in a church is when like the Catholic Church like disowns you and says you cannot have communion, you can't take communion, you're not a member of the church, that kind of stuff, right? The Catholic Church. And so I took that and went, you have been excommunicated from existence. And I'm just like, wow, is that gonna be fit? Or is that too big? Too small, I mean, sorry. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. And I was just like, you will be excommunicated from existence, meaning you will be like removed from existence. Like you will die. I will kill you. Or I will do the communist route, communist China, communist Russia, and quietly make you disappear. The Russians do it all the time, where they like quietly make them, or Chinese, like they did it a lot in the Soviet Russia, in like USSR. They were like, yeah. You quietly disappear. We don't kill you, but you quietly disappear. Recently they did it to that one Chinese tennis player who like spoke out about something, and then what was that all about? Oh yeah, okay. Spoke out about something, and then we don't hear about her again, and then she quietly just disappears. It's like, what? Excuse me? Like, yep. You're gonna quietly quietly disappear, my friend. And it's like, excuse me. I don't know which one's which. Wait, I want to see what this is. Why does that have no sound? Interesting, okay. What is this one? Okay. So where did that go? We just ripped. Where did it go? Video, Freebird. Oh. That's videos. Oh, it's in here somewhere. I have video and videos. Oh, interesting. Okay. Did I get 2 movies out of this? Let's check what I did. Uh-oh. Please tell me it's here. Okay, I'll let it go. Oh, no. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, so. What was I just talking about? What was I just talking about? That's a good question. Ah, dang it. I have to go back here. I have no idea, but they're apparently really good. And so, for me, I'm just like, this is cool. I don't really... No, not that. Oh! Sure. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I did that one. Excommunicated from a distance, yeah. Funny stuff. That was a pretty good time. That was a good time. It was about a year. I was in there for about a year. But you get... my friend... Look, okay? I want to say something right now. The pastor of the previous church who does my young adults on Wednesday nights talked about this whole idea that, like, these groups get stagnant and stale because they just sit in this, like, comfortability of, like, let's just be comfortable being what we're going to be. Which is just, oh, let's just be comfortable. And so for a lot of people, it ends up being this thing where, well, do you go out and actually, like, drink the water that quenches you, you'll never be thirsty again? Like, do you fulfill yourself with Jesus? Or do you just sit there and go, yeah, we'll read some Bible, we'll do some, we'll fellowship, and then we'll whatever. I don't really, right? And he was saying, like, we have to go out and do more. So he said, okay, let's go figure out what we can do outside of, here. And we never did that. That's okay, I'm not going to complain I'm being a hypocrite or be like whatever. But, man, it's just weird, okay? In my opinion. Oh, dang. So I don't really care. I'm just saying, like, look. The guy wanted us to go out and do it on our own. I'm like, yeah, but why can't we do both? Why can't we do it on a Wednesday night and on there? I don't get this guy. This guy makes no sense whatsoever sometimes. He, like, wants us to do a lot of the grunt work because it's not his job to do the young adults. But you're the pastor. You want to take on this responsibility. You didn't want to go find anybody else to do it. So because you didn't want to find anybody else to do it for you, you're the one doing it, and I was about to say you suck at your job. Because you do. If this is what you want, if this is a part of your job, if this is in your job description, if this is something you want to do, you kind of suck. Like, you kind of just suck. I don't mean it in a bad way, like in a like a terrible, like, wow, this is awful. But I mean, yes, I've learned more from him than I have in probably my whole life, and we do good stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, we could be doing so much better if you also sat down with a lot of people and said, well, do you have any problems? What's your feedback? Because for some reason, okay, these people, even at the young adults rally, nobody wants to, like, sit down and talk about this after the fact. They never want to go, okay, how was it? What was it like? How did you like it? What did you think about, like, and what do you think of, because I sat down, I talked to some people and said, how do you like young adults? And they were all like, it's good, it's fine, it's whatever. I'd like a Bible study, but other than that, it's actually pretty good. I don't like how we don't reuse questions, because we do it like a question thing where he answers our questions on a board. Well, it's kind of really bizarre because it's like, you take the question, you put it on a board, and then we all vote, so it's a democratic process, which is why the same kind of question can be answered like 1,000 times, dozens of times, and some questions can never be answered ever. And I'm like, I hate this. My question and my friend's question my friend has been asking this question probably almost since the beginning of doing these questions. It was actually kind of ridiculous. It was actually, like, stupid. It made me want to just, like, punch someone and be like, are you serious? Can we just answer this fucking question? No. Anyway, I'm going to just say here, look, I don't understand this guy, but anyway, my solution to the problem was very simple. My suggestion was, you take the questions you have, you put them all in a hat. You answer questions, you ask old questions, and you also put every other question in a hat, and you pull out at least one every single week. And because you have to answer one every week, you'll eventually get on to the questions that are old and all be done, and everybody gets everything answered. And then you got to say to some people, Especially the people who have asked that question multiple times. Please stop asking that same question because it's the same 3 questions we get every single time. There's always there's always relationships, gay, homosexuality, and the problem of evil. And it's like, you can't tell the new people no, and you can't tell the people, because we're at a different church now. We're doing it with a other group of people, and which is fine. I don't have a problem with that per se. I'm just saying, like, you can't tell them no either because they're new, and you can't tell the people who are already asking it to ask it again because they want to get other perspectives from other people's opinions, from other answers from other people from that group. So within that group, so therefore, I'm like, okay, look, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to tell them just no? I was thinking you put it on a website like an FAQ. Although, when was the last time you went on a website of a church? Come on. When was the last time you went on a website of a church? I knew somebody went on a website of church to find out what was going on, if there's like a young adults or something they can do. But other than that, I've never been on like a church website in... Actually, that's not true. About a month and a half ago, about a month and a half ago. No, about a month ago, I pulled out. I went on the website to find an email for a contact for my church so that we can I can give it to the guy who runs the young adults to say, the youth rally, young adults rally, to give him a suggestion of where to go. And so for me, I'm just like, so that was the last time I did it. But I could have found that some other way. I could have just asked the guy. I know the guy. He's the young adults. I'm gonna call him the young adults pastor. But then I don't think he would call himself the young adults pastor. I was just saying the guy's running the young adults. So anyway, I'm just saying, like, what do you, so, like, when was the last time you went on a website for any... Okay. I'm going to go with something that Luke... I thought about this beforehand, but then I heard Luke Lafreniere talk about it on the WAN show, and Linus Bastian agreed. He's like, okay, look, okay, there are 5 websites you go on, and you can switch them out, too. They're not always the same website. But, it's about 5 websites, and... Because I'm thinking to myself, tell me the last time you went on a website that wasn't social media. Google, Wikipedia, or your emails. It's like, well, I went on, for what? A YouTube video, to make a YouTube video? What? To have some fun? It's like, you didn't practically go on and say, I need to go on, I don't know, any website. Any website. He's an artist, right? He's an artist, so he's a comic book artist, right? And... Right? And so I'm not saying... You know he's a comic book artist? He's an artist. He's a comic book artist, and he... and he's talking about how he had a website, right? And then he realized, I'm paying for the upkeep, and I'm paying for, like, the hosting of a website, when I could just use, like, a Facebook page or an Instagram page. Which is weird, because the other friend that I know who has a website, does more on her website... does more on her website than she does on her Instagram for her business. So I'm thinking to myself, what are you adverse to? Are you afraid or averse to? What do you call it? What do you call it? To a website? What's your problem here, lady? I don't get. She's like, I know. I should really use it. I really should use it. I know, because it's free and whatever. And it's like, I'm like, sure. So yeah, I don't know. I don't get people work. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's still supposed to rain tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, for me, I'm just like, okay, cool. And I've got a website and Instagram page. Well, one's an Etsy shop and one's a website. Yeah. So I think there might be what might come up here. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, in my opinion, in my opinion, at this day and age, in this time period, I feel like yes, no, you really do need to have a website. Like, come on, websites are like a dime a dozen now. You can pay like $5 a month to host these websites. It's like not that like expensive. It's not something you're gonna go, yes, this is like, very good. Like, so, no. So everybody should have a website at this point. Also, I just realized this year is sometime in September, sometime in the fall. This year is when Windows 10 is supposed to be end of life support, because they want you on 11. And for me, I'm just like, cool. But can I like? So what do I do after that? And my computer's not compatible with the like whatever that like security thing, T whatever security thing. So I can't actually upgrade to Windows 11. And so for me, or at least not officially, I can like unofficially hack it and get in my way in, but I don't want to. So I think I'm just going to switch to Linux, whether it's Mint or Ubuntu or Pop OS. I tried Pop OS, not good. I didn't like it. The internet was bad. I just couldn't connect the internet. And so for me, it's either Mint or it's probably Mint, to be honest. So yeah, I kind of realized like, what do I do instead? And it's like, oh, you just don't do anything, I just don't do anything. I just let it like, kind of just. I go to Linux and I never look back because I think about some of the softwares and I'm like, yeah, sure, but I've used daily drive. I daily drive Linux on my Surface Pro 3, and I'm like, the only problem with the Surface Pro 3 is it's not hardware-wise. It's not up to snuff. It's not up to par. It's really not good. It doesn't work well, and so the only reason I don't like it is because of that. That's it. Everything like other than that, it's fine. Like it's totally fine. Like it works. It's fine. It runs. When it works, it works. So this is like 10 times better because I have a 960 GPU, 8 gigs of RAM, two 4 gig sticks. I have Ryzen 3 2200G. The motherboard is I think it's B450M Pro or something, and then whatever case, doesn't matter. And Corsair 750 CX 750M. I don't know what. AMD FX. Anyway. And so for me, I'm just like, cool. I don't care. Like, it's fine. Like, it'll work and it'll run that much better because it ran Pop OS fine. Just the only problem was that it was too, just not up to snuff. Oh, sorry. It just, like, didn't work with, No. It just didn't work with, like, the internet just stopped working. Like, there was a problem with sound and they, like, and the people on Pop OS, what are they called? The guy, who runs Pop OS? Pop OS is somebody. Who is Pop OS? Pop OS. Let's see who the Pop OS guys are. They are System 76. Or 72? Something like that. System 70 something. System 76, I want to say. It might be System 70. System 70 something, man. System 70 something. System 70 something. I don't remember exactly what it is, but yeah. They were like, yeah, nope. On the Discord, like, yeah, no. They were like, yeah, no. That's a known problem, and it just is bad. And I'm like, ugh. And there's nothing I can do about it, and they're like, no. I'm like, oh, fantastic. Yeah, you just have to switch it every single time you turn on the computer. And I'm like, oh, fun. Turn on Linux. I'm like, oh, you boot into Linux or you log in Linux. Like, oh, fun. Thanks for, Damn you dead? Nope. Probably overheating, though. So yeah. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it's like, oh, God. Oh, gosh. It's just annoying. So, it's not that it's bad. It's just annoying. It just is. It's just annoying. And so for me, it's like, it's kind of just annoying. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't really care. It worked, so. But the internet thing was like a real problem. I'm like, no. I was like, I knew. I cannot deal with that. I'm sorry. I can't. I could not deal with Streamlabs, like, just not working. Sorry. I could not. Could not deal with it. Oh, son of a flip. I'm gonna change. You bitch. Cool. Now we go to do this. And go like, there you go. There you go. There you go. I think it shall call. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, cool. No, wrong way, sorry. So yeah, I don't care. I'm just saying, like, Yeah. Like the sound was fine. It was the sound was fine. It was the internet that was like, no, I cannot deal with no internet. That doesn't work. Not in this day and age, at least. In this day and age, you gotta have internet. Think about it, right? Could you live without the internet? I think I saw one of some YouTube, some podcast that I saw a clip of on YouTube, and it was for $5 million. Could you no more internet for the rest of your life? And it's like, you think about how yes, $5 million doesn't sound like a lot of money at this age, but you could probably do so much with it without the internet. And then you think about how like you're talking about communication too, like not just the internet, like it's some sort of like, oh yeah, you cannot experience things, you cannot have pleasure with. No, you cannot send an email, you cannot text someone, you cannot like do these things where you'd have to go back to like probably texting on a telephone or like your cell phone, or what which some people could probably deal with. I probably couldn't because of how much I just like rely on the internet this day and age. But yeah, so for me, I'm just like, cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't really care. 7 minutes, but how long have I actually been going for? Shit. Let's check it. I've been going for 31 minutes. Is that correct? Maybe. I have no idea. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. I don't know how long I've been going for. How long has it been going? Does it say how long? 31 minutes. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Anyway, so yeah. Like, whatever. What was I just talking about? Oh, dang it. Oh, yeah, the internet. Talking about people. The internet, yeah, just could have used, no. You don't even realize, two things, okay? You don't realize how much you use the internet until, your internet goes out or your power goes out. Okay, that's one. But two, you don't realize how loud life is, your house is, until you get a power outage. Like, we had a power outage in 2023 for like a week, just about a week, maybe a little bit over that week, a little bit more than a week. And I remember just being like, I was just like, wow. Everything is so much quieter. Like, everything is so loud. I don't even realize how loud everything is until you decide, until things turn off, like your fridge, your humming of stuff, clocks, little buzzes here and there, your computer fan going off, or your computer going like because I was watching an old video of Electro Boom, and he was making we were talking about audio, and he was talking about how like his camera had all these, every mic he uses always has a little bit of like a white noise, like he couldn't get rid of it like fully until he got a lav mic, and you realized, okay, those are better, and you got dBs and attenuations and minus XXDB and dB, whatever. And so for me, I'm just like, well, yeah, you don't realize how much sound just exists, like just a little bit of background noise that you wouldn't recognize, or you wouldn't realize until you turn it off and you go, oh my gosh. I think it was Dr. Mike who talks about how the benefits of silence. These benefits of silence are just like, okay, cool. Yeah, the benefits of silence, where it's like, oh wow, silence is just like we don't realize how much noise we take in without having silence. Because to me, silence is like, I wouldn't like silence, but then I realize, well, sometimes quiet is good. Sometimes you want to just have quiet, right? What is this? It's a mini. I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna check what it says on it. It says it's a. Oh, it doesn't say. What? Oh, yeah, it does. 3.5 for 3. Okay, I'm not gonna. That was stupid. Anyway, so yeah, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. I'm on a screen. What I don't know what I bought. I think I was buying. Anyway, whatever. I saw something and I peed off now that I got it. Anyway, so yeah, personally, in my opinion, So yeah, yeah. Cool. So yeah, let's see what I got. So yeah. Oh, was I just talking about? How long? Oh yeah, sound attenuated and all that crap. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. No, can I like get a return? Can I return an item? Let's go back to something I bought, right, which is shipped. No, where's the one that I already got? So let's go back. I thought I already got that. Okay, can I go back more? Can I click more ship to ship? Pay you all. Oh. Nope. Nope. These things, okay? Can I go to here? And can I like return refunds? There you go. I think it was March 12th was the refund period. Okay. Apparently I bought a wrong cage for my camera. Cool. So yeah. I bought the wrong cage. Oh well. I'm gonna ask if I can get a refund. 'Cause I don't think I've shipped it yet, right? Or have they shipped it? They might have shipped it already. This kind of sucks, but okay. It will suck, but okay. Paid. Nope. Okay, I don't think they shipped it yet. No, not yet. Okay, cool. I'm going to see if I can get a refund. Like to say, or like cancel the shipping before I ship it, so, which is good. Cool, let's cancel the order. Cool. Yeah, okay, good, there you go. Yeah, so. Yeah, so. How long are we going for? About 38 minutes. I'll go for about it. Maybe another half hour, maybe, depending on how much I want to talk. But yeah, so yeah. So sound is a. That's the thing, right? It was like Matt Gray talking about it on the park bench, right? Back when Matt Gray and Tom Scott did the park bench, and one of the things they talk about was their gear, right? And one of the things they talk about in the gear was their sound, and they go, "Get good sound. You can have a potato, because you know what? Okay, you know where content and sound are better than are way better than like or way better than like video. No, dang it. Okay. So for me at least, I'm like, okay, cool. Um, for me at least, this is just my opinion. Right? For me, audio is like king. So I have a Rode Video Micro. I don't have any lapel mics yet. I might like look for some cheap lapel mics. My mother bought a cheap lapel mic that's actually really good. But yeah, she said I could use it, so I don't know. Maybe I might use it next time. Anyway, what I'm saying is he talked about how it's king. Like audio, it's king. Like audio is like way more important than video. Because think about it, right? How many like there's a reason why radio still exists, and you know, it's king. It's still good. Uh-oh. Sometimes it does this. I hope it's not. Cool. I'm going to grab this bad boy, and I'm going to get rid of all these. Okay. Guess not. Uh-oh. Thank you. Yeah. So personally, in my opinion, audio is so because he's talking about how audio. Not Medi. What's his name? Like he's making a lavalier. He's trying to do all this stuff, and I'm like, cool. Wait, where's it going? There's 1 minute on the scoop. But yeah, so he's talking about how like yeah, and then Matt McKay talks about it, and like everybody talks about how like audio is way more important than video. You could have the crap because you know what? You know who really shows that? Go watch Joe the Disney guy, and watch his old stuff, and watch his new stuff. Same kind of like mediocre quality, like bad, low frame rate, very dark, very blurry, very like grainy. Don't care. His content and audio is king. Like it works. Audio just works. Like his content is just it just works. So for me, I'm like, wow. Like you're serious right now. It's like yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Like it just works. You know what I mean? Like it just because he has good stuff. It just works. It just is. Like it just is. Like it just there's nothing wrong with it. Not bad. It just is. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Stop it. So yeah, it's weird. So yeah, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. Like okay, wow. Like I think like would he be better with higher quality? Sure, of course he would. But would he like? Would it be like oh I need so much like I need this high quality? No, of course not. Not at all. Not even close. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? Nobody cares. I want to see something. If I take a picture of myself right now. I took 2 pictures just now. What did that just do? Uh oh. No! It restarts. Frig off, man. That's annoying. Let's see if it actually took a picture with 4, 3. No, it didn't. It's got the freaking black bar. No, no. I'm not gonna erase them just now. Just yet. Nah, not yet. I'm gonna fill up. Yeah, I got rid of it. Okay, cool. So yeah, yeah. You know if you have audio and content? Yeah, talking mushrooms. I don't know what the frick just fell. But yeah, there it's king. It's king. It's king. It's king. It's king. For me, it's king. I understand why it's king too, because like it works really well, in my opinion. I'm just right. So, in my opinion, it's just my opinion. I feel like audio. Well, I think video is important, but it's not nearly as important. I can see why. I can see why. Somebody makes a point, like, but I think it was Mr. Beast who said, take every dollar you make and put it back into the thing, it'll double. And then if you make $2, put it into make $4. You know, you like put it back into the channel, and eventually you'll be making $1 million, and you'll have like great equipment. You'll have Reds and XYZs. So yeah, yep. I think personally, well, that's why podcasts still exist and radio still exists, because guess what? Everybody knows. Hey, audio is great. Also, podcasts are the best thing ever because you can like listen to a podcast while doing other things. Like audiobooks and podcasts are the greatest things ever. I've listened to way more books than I've ever thought I have. Also, I used to do it all the time as a kid. Like just for me, it was like a kid. I was like, cool. Cool, cool. So for me, I'm just like, okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, That's my opinion on the matter. I'm like, okay, cool. Like that. Like that's what I think. They're like great. I've listened to books. I've read. So I'm comparing to reading them. I listen to lots of podcasts. I've listened to. No, I'm not joking. Probably like 500 to 1,000 episodes of podcasts where it's like, wow, this is amazing. Like this is ridiculous. Like this is so good because they're just there, and I can like go on a car ride. I can go mow my lawn. I can go do my garden work. I can go work out. I can go like a whole bunch of things. I'm gonna end at 10 o'clock. So that would be in another 30 minutes. So how long am I going for? 45 minutes? Yeah. About 24 minutes. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So for me, I'm like, cool. It kind of just is. You know what I mean? Like it's great. I mean, sorry. It's not just is. It's great. So for me, I love it. I think audio is king. You'll have radio or a version of radio, right? Whether it's, Sirius XM, iHeartRadio, podcasts, forever. Audiobook. No, audio will always be king. Music is better than video, I think. So audio is better than or at least it'll last longer than video. Audio just doesn't die. It's king. Audio is king, in my opinion. It is. It's king. Don't get me wrong. Video's great. Movies are the best thing ever. I mean, I love movies with a passion, but like, are you going to tell me now that, radio is going to, whatever? You know what I mean? So for me, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, I don't know. I just like it a lot. I think it's great. I don't know. Something about it. I just like. I just like it. I don't know. I don't know. I like audio. I do. I listened to my favorite book ever at the time, which would have been which was which was oh fudge. Ready Player One. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have Ready Player Two. I bought Ready Player Two on on I bought Ready Player Two on what do you call it? Audible. God, did I not like that book? My gosh, did I not like that book at all? I don't know why. There's something about that book. I just was like, the first one was good. The second one was not very good. Although when someone brought up the point, I think it was a Quentin Reviews, who talked about how like he talked about how the movie was just kind of, or the book was just kind of and the movie was kind of eh. Somebody brought up the movie was eh, and the book was just kind of like, wow, as in, just no, I'm sorry, like just wow, it's not good. You know what I mean? Because it's a nostalgic cash grab at the fact that everybody and their mother remember. Oh, I remember 1980s and 70s, 80s, and 90s. Oh yeah, like, and I'm just like, sure, I do, but I don't care. Like he's what he said. He's like, I do, but I don't have a nostalgic like. It's all amazingly amazing. Like, oh, it's all fantastic. Right? So yeah. Not to say that this is terrible, but I'm saying like it's not good. If that makes any sense. Like, look, I don't care. In my opinion, I'm like, sure, fine, whatever. I don't care. It is. Uh-oh. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Who cares? To be honest here. To be honest here. I don't really care about the book nowadays because I'm like my favorite book now is Yesterday Erased. Well, after Bible obviously, but Yesterday Erased. And so for me, Yesterday Erased is a great book. Oh, it's a great story. I don't know where it is. I couldn't find it. I wanted to give it to my dad to read, but no, I never found it. Anyway, yeah. In my opinion, yes, Ready Player One does have a nostalgic cash grab of like, hey, remember the 70s, 80s, and 90s? And they're like, oh yeah, what? Well, you know, it's all wrapped into one book. And it's like, really? Yeah. It's all wrapped into one book, and I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah. So yeah. I mean, I'm not saying you know it's terrible, but like you kind of read and go, yeah, okay, it's not very good. I also try to find that book that I have. I listened to that book, but I did buy it eventually. I found it at the Valley Village. Well, for me, I remember that oh gosh, no word the call I was gonna do was like that book came out in what 2011 and only was really big in 2000 like 18, 19. So the movie came out in 18, right? I want to say it came out in 18. Yeah. Not to say that it's a good or terrible book. It's just the second one is worse than the first, and it is very much like. Okay, you know, okay. You know what the problem is with the second book? The second book is basically the first book, but like on steroids. It's like, oh, remember this piece of technology? Remember the Oasis? Well, why don't you take the Oasis and make it even more realistic, where you're like neurolinking into your brain, chip into your brain, and like, fuck, you can do everything from feel skydiving to feel like adrenaline to feel the power to feel the whatevers to feel freaking orgasms. This is insane. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, thank you. I don't want this. This is scary. Although it was still one of those you can opt out, so it's not that bad. You can opt out. So I was like, okay, cool. You can still opt out of it. You know what I mean? Not to say that it was good. I mean, it just seems like a lame like whatever. Just feels lame. To me, it just feels lame. Like, oh yeah, cool. You know what I mean? Just like, just lame. You know what I mean? Just very lame. Like, really, really, like, really. We're talking about like what now? Excuse me. Like, it's the same book, just with more. The Oasis is just better, and I think he kind of it's like acknowledges that in the book. Wade's like, it's just the Oasis, but better. I'm like, dude. Oh my god, what is going on here? What is going on? Why we what? Okay, sure. Sure, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't think I ever will. I think it's just one of those things too, where it's like, I'm not gonna say that it's bad, but man, do I just not care? I tried listening to it, and I'm just like, no, I'm sorry, I don't care. I just don't care. Like, no, I'm sorry. I couldn't care less. Like, oh my word. I just don't care. I just don't care. I just don't care. I don't care. It's such a like. Also, Ready Player One was such a good book that Ready Player Two just went, "Oh, you would love this." I was like, "You would think." One would think, but one would be wrong. One would be wrong. Cause guess what? It's the same book twice. You're like, what do you mean it's the same book twice? It is the same book twice. It is. It's the same book again, where it's like, oh, some big machine takes over the world. Takes over. Yeah, takes over the world because the world's in the shids, and well, at least in the second one, they kind of claim to be this like well, look at us. We're gonna like make it like great, and it's like we're gonna take it, and it's gonna be like amazing because we're gonna like change the world and like fix the problems because we're in charge now, the three of them, whatever they are, and I'm like, really, are you now? And they're like, yeah, like, oh yeah, like we're in charge and it's amazing, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but no, you're not. You're not much better than anybody else. And they're like, "Hmm," and I'm like, I don't know. I just thought about it. Great. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, no. I'm sorry. No. No, I'm sorry. Just no. Yeah, I don't care. I just don't. I'm sorry. I really just don't. I don't care. Like, it's not a good thing. It's not a good whatever. The Tucker Carlson show. Okay. You're in my thing, I guess. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. Yeah, okay. I'll find them on podcast to listen to. So it's store and it's let's see. I don't know, is it a completely necessary podcast or something? Yeah, you go. They're there. Cool. Although it doesn't really work super well on here, so for a lot of it, it just doesn't work. So I don't know why. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. For me, I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't really like it. It won't let me subscribe. This was temporary. There's temporary problems completing your request. Blah, blah, blah. You have to get like the newest one, right? You get the newest one, and then you go back to podcast. I believe I'm not mistaken. Right? You go to like shows or podcasts or whatever. Not in the store. Sorry. So you go to library, and then because you have the completing your podcast, you then say I would like to um, save episode, download episode or whatever, save episode or whatever it is, downloading and then podcast, and then it's like, oh crap, how do you do this now? There's like, oh, it's over here, and it's like subscribe or something here. Done. Cool. That's how that works. Okay, cool. So you go back to, you're gonna go to store. You go to wave. Yeah. I think the waveform or something. Yeah. There you go. That's the guys we want. And so for me, I'm just like, okay, cool. I don't know. So yeah, I want these guys. I'm gonna go to the library. I'm gonna get the newest episode, right? And then just go back. What is the other one I want? Wasn't this? Don't I listen to 3 podcasts? I mean, it's Joe Rogan stuff, but I don't know. I don't really listen to Joe Rogan, or at least I don't have like. There you go. Cool. Yeah. So I don't know. We're leaving it about time. We'll be done in about 10 minutes. So yeah, can't download them all, but that's fine. Then only get to the last 3, and then the next stuff comes up. So yeah. So yeah, in my opinion, that book. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, this book is one of those things. Okay, where did it work? Let's check. I gotta check what's on there now. Movies. Free birds. free birds, come on, free. Free, free, free. Oh, because it's not downloaded yet. That's why. Free falling. Yeah. Download, please. So yeah, this book right here is not terrible, but it's definitely not a good, or it's just a book where you have to really know, like stuff like Harry. Yeah, I guess some Harry Potter, but like I was gonna say Lord of the Rings to actually really like the book. So I don't know, it's not bad. It's just not great either. It's like a weird book, definitely weird, because it's like, oh, you gotta like Lord of the Rings to like this book, which is nothing wrong with it. I don't think it's bad. I'm just saying, you just you just gotta like the book, like Lord of the Rings to like this book. So yeah. So I'm not saying it's good or bad. What I'm saying is it's kind of just whatever. It is what it is. Sure, cool, whatever. So there's not enough space on my computer to download this. So yep, I figured too much. So we're done. So then we'll go to here. We'll go to here, and we'll just disconnect. Cool. I got a new battery for my iPod, and people were like, "Don't buy it. It's gonna be sitting in a warehouse for like X amount of years." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's better than what I have, which it dies randomly." And they're like, "Yeah, probably not, but okay, cool. Not gonna last you as long as you think it will." Like, no, but I will buy a new one because I will be happy with what I bought. Thank you very much, and I'll be done with it. So I'll take that. Thank you. So yeah. There. So yeah. So yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I find it. I need a bad new battery, regardless of whatever people saying. Whatever people are saying, I need a new battery. So. And hey, who's gonna make me a new battery? Nobody. So these batteries aren't great, but they're fine. I mean, they are what they are. I'm not gonna go and say they're good. I'm not gonna say they're bad either. You know, they kind of just are what they are. They are what they are. What are you gonna do? So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird that way. It's definitely strange, but okay. Yeah. So anyway, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I feel like I don't even know what I was talking about. What was I just talking about? You know what I mean? Like, he said no. Whatever they are. And I'm like, really? Are you now? And they're like, yeah. Like, oh yeah. Like, are you in charge? And it's amazing. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but no, you're not. You're not much better than anybody else. And they're like, hmm. And I'm like, oh. Anyway, I don't know what we're talking about with you. So I think we're gonna be, I'll end now. So I think it's gonna be it for now, guys. So adios, mi amigos.